Welcome, 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 new and returning Scorpios. So nice to have you. Thank you for choosing the flowering for your February insights. A few things before we get started. These chapter readings are going to be good for general insights, okay? So, in any area of your life, and they are going to resonate with sun, moon, and ascendant signs, okay? I have done, not chapter, but heart space readings that will be loading here soon. That's where you're going to go for specific romance and heart centered guidance. Okay. Real quick, thank you for your like, comments, and subscribes. I have added a donation link via PayPal, not PayPal, Cash App into the description box. So if you ever feel led to do so, I am so grateful for those donations. That same link can be used to have a question answered during live broadcasts. I record my videos live for the signs right now. So out of respect for the sign that's being recorded for and the shift in energy, you will just need to send $5 to the Cash App and drop your question so that it can be answered during the live recording. I have decided to do a giveaway. So I'm hoping to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the end of February. So when we hit 100, not if, but when we hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing a drawing and giving away 3 free 3-question readings. How do you enter? You comment on the videos as you watch them. You can comment up to 12 times, 1 per video, okay? So then after I've reached 100, I'll tally up or gather all the comments and then pull a name, 3 names for each of the free readings. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can hit 100 and we can get you entered into the drawing for February. Scorpio. Scorpio sun, moon, and ascendant. Scorpio sun, moon, and ascendant. What do we have for Scorpio in February 2019? Chapter 2. 222, as I said that. Chapter 2 for Scorpio. February 2019. What do we have for Scorpio? February 2019. Scorpios, I feel like there is definitely a seeking of deeper knowledge and wisdom. I think that you've been highly focused on your spiritual realm, your relationship with spirit, with the 8 of Cups here, saying that, looking for deeper meaning. Okay. I do also feel like that focus, shifting the focus from the material over to your spiritual has caused a shift in your being, okay? Not only in your being, but in your environment. Let's see what we have for Scorpio, February 2019. What was that trying to come out? Page of Cups, all right. Page of Cups with the 10 of Cups. That sounds like an offer that would bring a lot of happiness. 333, okay? That would bring a lot of happiness and fulfillment to you, all right? Scorpio, yeah, somewhere. Okay, so there's some hidden stuff, some stuff going on behind the scenes you have no idea about. Scorp, I love it though. Okay, Scorpio, February 2019. What do we have for Scorpio in the past? Like, what are they leaving behind? What are they moving away from? So we got the 10 of Cups in the recent past. 10 of Cups. What else do we have in the recent past or what's being left behind? All right, that one wants to come out. Queen of Cups, okay. Oh yeah, this feels like a refining of what you think would bring you happiness, okay? What you're investing your emotions into. All right, come on, one more card for Scorpio in the past. What's being left behind or the recent past. All right, the Star, most definitely a healing. Okay, a healing. There's definitely some growth, emotional growth and maturity happening here. We have the Queen of Cups, which I feel like is not the King of Cups, where he's the utmost control of his emotions. He is accepting. He's emotionally mature. Okay, But the Queen of Cups for me means that you are embodying more compassion, forgiveness. I think that with the Ten of Cups here, there's a lot of energy in the Star card. There's a lot of energy here about what you have invested yourself into, or what your relationship with with your emotions has been. All right, it feels like it feels like there's definitely been some healing when it comes to, actually, I also feel like there's been some wishes granted. It feels like some things have been taking place that are really good for you and have been bringing you fulfillment, building up your confidence even. With the Ten of Cups here, you know, they're gold goblets. I feel like, you know, building up your confidence, right? There's definitely been some gifts from the universe, some wishes granted, and I think in the recent past, I think you're really in tune with it right now. You're really in tune. You were gaining that attunement, you know, because you've been loving yourself more. Honestly, you've just been loving yourself more, giving yourself the things that you've needed. Okay, this definitely feels like a lesson in self-love. All right, with the Queen of Cups here and the healing card, the Star card, you know, it feels like you've been pouring back into your own puddle, back into your own river. Okay, getting things flowing within you again, opening the heart chakra up again. And then also connecting your heart, you know, connecting your heart with your mind space. So where your intuition, you've been very intuitive, highly intuitive. So I feel like your intuition is not guided by your heart. It's like your heart and your intuition are working in tandem, have come into agreement about, yeah, it's like you're controlling, not even controlling, but you are, you're just exercising a lot more maturity when it comes to the heart space, protecting it more. So I feel like I need to light some sage. Some of you need to do some clearing. There might be a need to just, you know, some energy healing, just whatever modality you use to clear your body, clear your energy, and clear your space. Some of that might be needed right now, because it seems like you've been doing plenty of work, so you just might need to send, like, finally release, you know, some stuff once and for all with the Ten of Cups here. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups, please? Please clarify the Queen of Cups for the past. Please clarify the Queen of Cups for the past for Scorpio. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Ace of Wands. Definitely feel like there's you know, confidence that's been building, but the build up is because of opportunities that you've been receiving, offers. You've been following your creative passions. I think that you also have some of you have been exercising abstinence, and I think that maybe even if you didn't do it intentionally, that time that you've been without that part, the time that you haven't been trying to deal with your emotions via sex, because that's what that sounds like, has given you some time to really come back to balance, to recalibrate. Okay, two aces, these two aces together, like, I feel like you're definitely having a renewal in many areas. So you're revitalized, you're feeling refreshed in your mind, you're feeling creative in the recent past. So I think a lot of the creative insights that you were receiving, the ideas that have been coming in, you're really excited. You have been really excited about it. And it's giving you time to move away from any type of emotional stuff that you've been dealing with, and giving you a focus, giving you another focus here, which in it's like simultaneously heals whatever it is that you have been focusing so hard on, so much on. Yeah, some of you are have recently had a situation, if this was romantic or family, whatever it may have been, it feels like in the recent past, you definitely have had something come together, or you've gained a new insight, gained a fresh perspective even on this situation. And it's kind of freed you, I think, freed you to really let the true love, like what you truly need and feel connected with, come into you. Yeah, there's definitely a fresh perspective, and I think what it's happening here is that whatever these creative ideas or endeavors that have been coming in, they've allowed you to pull away your thoughts from one specific area of your life. So it's kind of now shifting your focus so that whatever needs to be attracted to that area can be attracted without an over focus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So all these cards want to come out over here, so I'm gonna put them over there. You guys have cards jumping everywhere. So the cards that jumped out, the Nine of Swords fell down on the star. So actually there's definitely a lack of confidence that was there before that is healing or has been healed. You've initiated healing in that area at least. And I feel like there with the Wheel of Fortune also popped out right with the Ace of Wands. So you're moving out of that self-deprecating, I don't have what it takes, low self-esteem, just lack of faith in yourself to do it, to do whatever this is, to have whatever this is. I feel like that's shifting. That's coming to an end. You have two tens here with the Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Cups. There's definitely some emotional fulfillment that's returned. You've reached some level of fulfillment in self. And then this is going to start, I can tell, this is already starting to reflect in your outward environment. I actually just read a meditation by Louise Hay in the Meditations to Heal Your Life book, and that's exactly what it was talking about. It's like once I start to love myself unconditionally, my environment starts to reflect that, right? So that's definitely applicable for you guys. All right, in the present, the Fool card. Fool card. That was the Knight of Pentacles that was out on the top of that, but it was too many cards. So probably taking your time. Maybe like, oh, okay, well, maybe not. The Knight of Wands popping out as well for the future, or the present. Present for the Scorpio. Scorpio present. Scorpio present. Scorpio. All these cards keep flipping over in my hands. Can I have one card, please? One more card for Scorpio in the present energy for February 2019. All right. The Hermit. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, because the past energy of healing your self-esteem, healing your faith in yourself, your confidence in the ability as a teacher, I feel like this is you stepping into a leadership role. With the Ace of Wands, it just feels like someone handing you a staff or handing you the baton. So and then ironically, the Ace of Wands is there in every card in the present. The Fool card has the staff, the Knight of Wands has the staff, and the Hermit card has the staff. So it just feels like you're going to be taking this position. You're going to be stepping into this role, and you have the confidence now. You've built it up, and I think that you're just going to be going with the flow. All right, you're going to be following your passion. You're going to be following your drive to be exactly what you feel you're meant to be at this time. I feel as if it's definitely leadership. You're stepping into leadership, and you don't feel fully prepared, okay, but you're confident enough to know that you can do it. So even though there's still some questions about, okay, am I really ready to lead? Am I really ready to teach? Am I really ready to dive in here? Okay, I get the feeling that you're going to do so anyway, and you're going to do it passionately, and you're going to do it with the drive, and you feel so inspired that you can't really ignore it. Okay, you can't ignore it. Also, if this is regarding romance, then in the present, you're going to be confident enough to take a leap with someone. Could be the Virgo here. And I feel like this is something where you held the torch for some time. um you may I also say that in the past there was a renewal of vitality or a renewal in perspective. So there is something here where this person, whether it's the Virgo or the Fool, which is like all signs, right? Okay, so it could be anybody right now. So there's definitely, and maybe that's it. Maybe there's a new perspective on a lot of different things in a lot of different areas, and this is allowing you to feel more confident. You know what this feels like? This feels like coming to that understanding that like the reality is not real at all. Like the reality is just the manifestation of me, and so if I move forward passionately, then this dynamic has no choice but to reflect what I'm putting out. Like if I'm moving with flow, then it has no choice but to move with flow, right? So that could be a deeper message or energy that's here. There's definitely an idea of just catching your footing, where coming into this fullness, this feeling, this knowing, coming into this, you could still just be a little wobbly trying to catch your footing, but I get the feeling that it doesn't stop you from pressing forward, because now you have the energy of the hermit. You have some the truths of self. You know where your failures, you know what to attribute to your failures, or yeah, what to attribute your failures to, your past ones. You know what's going to help you move forward here. You know what you've gained. You know what you've integrated. You know what you haven't quite mastered. So it's like self-mastery here is a huge thing. And you know that the more passionately you move forward, the deeper your understanding of yourself is going to be, and the deeper or the stronger your influence on your environment. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Scorpio. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Scorpio in the present. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Scorpio in the present. The Emperor. So again, there's a few people here, okay? So with the Emperor, yeah, you're surrendering, more like surrendering control over everything. I think with the idea that everything is really just yeah, I don't even have the word for it, but it kind of it's based on how I see it, how I interact with it. It's like nothing is really a barrier, nothing is really a holding me back. And now that I understand that, I can kind of release control a little bit, because then you don't feel like you have to do so much. You don't feel like you have to put forth so much effort or work so hard. You just know that moving forward passionately, moving forward in for some, a more structured way than you have before, but for others, in a more relaxed way than you have before, kind of just, yeah, with the Ten of Wands here, I feel like for most of you, it's allowing things to happen more than making things happen. So surrendering control of everything and just going with the flow, right? I do get the feeling, though, somebody's going to be taking a chance on somebody. Something that's been stuck or stubborn for some time, a situation that's have been stagnant or stubborn for some time. In the future, you have the Magician. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. Definitely feel like in the future there is there is an energy of a manifestation coming to fruition. You definitely, with the Emperor card and the Magician here, it feels like for me that there is this major change that's taking place. There is there's definitely some manifestations that you have been working on. You've been working on manifesting financial security, healing, and it's happening. It's coming. It's happening right here. And so, what was I saying about the Emperor and the Magician being here? So yeah, so because you were maintaining such tight control, this change in perspective where you realize that once I put it out there, I have to be a little more open-minded about how it's going to come back to me. So a lot of you are seeing your manifestations take place, unfold right in front of you, because you've kind of stepped back, right? When you've made so much progress, sometimes it is necessary to step back, see, and then so you can actually realize all that has been accomplished, all that has manifested for you, all that you worked for that has actually come. And if you keep pressing forward, sometimes it's easy to overlook the things that, or not even overlook, because you will acknowledge them, but it'll be so lost in your efforts to do more to get to the next place that it will be kind of overshadowed. It's overshadowed. So releasing control, you allow these manifestations to flow in more freely. Also get the feeling that in the near future, there's this shift in what you find security in, what you count on, what you put your faith in. All right. So for many, you know, being a victim to all my surroundings and everything that's happening to me, and shifting into, you know, all of this is relative. It's all based on how I decide to view it. It's all based on what I put out. So if today I can start putting out more positive, I know that more positive is going to be flowing in, you know. And so a lot of you probably try to quicken this process of manifestation, and that's fine if you're doing it properly, but an over concern and over worry, a checking in, all of that stuff kind of creates it creates resistance in the situation. Please clarify the Nine of Wands here in the future for Scorpio. Two of Swords. Yeah, okay. With the Judgment card at the bottom, okay, I get the feeling that with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands, there's definitely something that you have been carrying, you know, like you were going to push through to the end. And I think for some, you didn't understand how this was actually manifesting. You were waiting for something, and you were completely blind to the fact that it was manifesting already in your environment. And now I think with this new perspective, you're able to see how all of it brought you to this more stable, fruitful, productive place. All right. Anything else to clarify? Nope. So definitely some attention being brought to the idea that you've been manifesting greatness all along. Manifesting greatness all along. And a change of perspective brought that to your awareness. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much again for choosing the Flowering for your February insights. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And when we get to 100, I will be drawing for 3 free 3-question readings. Don't miss